So 3 years ago, I woke up on this morning from the most lucid dream I've ever had, where I basically am flying through the air drunk with a girl on my leg, and we hit a telephone line and we're about to fall, and she's holding onto my leg, and I can feel how drunk I am in the dream. And in that dream, I realized I was affecting somebody else by my drunkenness, and I was not able to save this girl that was on my leg. I don't know. So we followed that dream up with the most horrendous hangover of my life, to where it was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I got 2 kids. This is dumb. So I quit. I quit drinking. And to say that at the beginning of that process that I was stoked to do it would be a lie. It would be a lie. I look back at my journal entries because it's November, right? We're about to be going to Thanksgiving. We're doing Christmas things. There's all the drinking and all the socializing happening. Guess what? Sober. And I'm like, I remember writing to God and being like, this is some bullshit. Why does everybody else get to have fun and I have to do this, right? And it was like, for me, God's like, well, what do you want? You're asking me for certain things. And this thing is really blocking you from a lot of what you're asking me for. And I talk about God however you believe it, right? I have my own perceptions of what God is to me. Let it be what it is to you. That's what I'm talking about. I started to realize that God was trying to show me that I had quite a bit of unhealed shit inside that was kind of running my perception and my reality. So I needed to step away from a lot of different things in my life that I could not see as I was continuing to mask up every weekend by drinking. I would go Monday through Friday, be ready to let it go. And I would forget everything. And I'd be like, all right, I'm good. Until the next time. And that next time I drank, I would be a little bit more of an asshole and a little bit more of an asshole. So God's like, you're not an asshole. You just need to sit with yourself and figure out what's going on, because right now you're so convoluted with everybody else's shit and energy that you don't even know who you are. And I'm like, all right, let's figure out who I am. 3 years in, do I know myself a little bit better? Absolutely. In a much more clear and honest way, which sometimes is pretty sick when you look at what you've become unconsciously and have to sit with that version of yourself and be like, all right, sucks, but we're going to keep on moving on and we're going to make better choices from here on out, you know? I know what I'm not, and I know where I want to go. And I think that that's the clarity that God was trying to give me, because I was sending mixed messages. And when you send mixed messages to the universe, your world's going to look a little bit chaotic. When you start to kind of clear that up, I'm telling you, things start to fall in place like you'd never expect. So I think that's what I was trying to be shown, is how to get out of my own way and how I would self-sabotage my whole life. So I don't know what addiction is riddling you on the other end of this phone. It could be this very phone right here. It could be food. It could be alcohol, like me. But I do know that there's something beneath it that we get to see clearly. And it's worth it. It's worth the journey.